It's Brew Monday, and today I thought I'd share with you insight that I got from having a cup of tea that I can apply to my overwhelm that I'm feeling at the moment. I'm Alison Smith, and I use metaphor to help you see situations differently, which is why today I'm using this cup of tea as a metaphor for my overwhelm and looking at what insight I can get from it rather than diving into why I'm feeling overwhelmed, etc. The first pattern that I think about is the length of time you stew a tea, is steeping it. The fact that if you leave it too long, then for me, it tastes horrible. So for me, I'm taking that to mean, how can I suppose, oversteep my overwhelm? How can I put too much time and energy into it and overthink? The fact that I'm actually thinking about my overwhelm rather than taking any action. Another pattern for tea with me particularly is the fact that quite often I have to add cold water. I've not got an asbestos mouth. To stop me scolding myself, then I add cold water for the tea to stop my scolding myself, to bring the adrenaline, to bring the overwhelm down. Then what can I do? It might be cold water swimming, it might be any one of the 5 ways of wellbeing, which I'll put a link in comments too. There are lots of other patterns to do with tea which I've put in a blog, so do have a look at that blog. Just maybe that you've already thought of a pattern about tea. It might be about that's my tea cupboard. So there is an additional insight for me about sorting my tea cupboard out, and that might reduce the overwhelm. So how can I sort out all of my to-dos, everything that I need to do in order for me to know, oh, I need to do this next. But the final insight that I got was when I was considering the pattern, do I have loose leaf tea or do I have tea bags? Because as soon as I thought of loose leaf tea, I could feel my body just relax, and as soon as I relaxed, then I didn't feel overwhelmed. Therefore I just said, oh yeah, I need to do X or I need to do Y. And that's such a great example that often when we use metaphor, we don't need to logically know why something has worked. We just have to notice, I was feeling overwhelmed. I talked about loose leaf tea. I no longer feel overwhelmed. Why do I need to know why? Other than the fact that the overwhelm's gone, now I can get on with what comes to mind for me to do. So hopefully something here or something in the blog helps you if you're feeling overwhelmed. And happy Brew Monday.